Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my presentation again for binomial theorem. Now I am going to start the video number 2 for binomial theorem. Now let's start question number 4. Actually, for our convenience, I have already drawn some stuff for question number 4. In our left hand side, you can see the part of the Pascal triangle. This is part of the Pascal triangle. Right hand side you can see the relevant binomial coefficient for part of the Pascal triangle. I represented actually the rows up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can develop this one for any convenience number. Usually actually sometimes we may have to develop this one up to 8 or 9 rows. Otherwise that is difficult. When you consider about this 100 rows, no point of looking the Pascal triangle. We have to go to our traditional binomial theorem. Okay, question number 4 asks, which number in row of the Pascal triangle does expression NC2 refer to? NC2 refer to which number? Actually, if the NC2 exceeds, n should be equal or greater than 2. Remember, n should be equal or greater than this one. That means this property you can see in this row and this row. For plus 2 rows, this is not applicable. If you look at second row, n is equal to 2, the NC2 appears as 1 to third number. Okay. You can verify that property by looking the last row. When n equals 3, the NC2 represents 1, 2, 3, third number. If you look at any other higher number, NC0, NC1, NC2, that also true, no? That means as far as n is greater than 2, NC2 represents its third number. The answer is third number. Third number means option D. Answer is D. Please compare with this one by putting difference value for n, but n should be greater than or equal to. Okay, now let's move to next question. Question number 5. Question number 5 says, the number of terms in the expansion of squared minus 7, 2n minus 3 is 18. Number of terms is equal to 18. Don't care about this one, squared minus 7, this number. Those are some numbers only. This is actually kind of binomial expansion. This is similar to our standard binomial expansion, s plus y to the power n. That's all we have to understand. That is one thing. What is the number of terms for this? Number of terms. We learned this. I have explained this properly in my first video. If you see the exponent n, in the expansion, the number of terms is n plus 1. Okay? The number of terms is n plus 1. What is n here? This is n. This is our n. That means n plus 1. N means actually this is say another n, okay? Otherwise compare with this one. If the index is n, number of terms is n plus 1. If the index is n, number of terms is n plus 1. n plus 1 is equal to 18. That means 2n minus 3 plus 1 is equal to 18. Once again, if the exponent is n, number of terms is n plus 1. If the exponent is 2n minus 1, number of term is 2n minus 3. 2n minus 3 plus 1, which is equal to this answer, 18. Now let's solve this. By looking 2n minus 2 equal 18, 2n equal 20, n is equal to 10. Let's see answer. Yes, there is answer for 10. Answer number is B. Answer number is B. Okay, let's move to our next question. Question number 6. Okay, what the question says, question number 6. What is the coefficient? What is the coefficient of middle term of the binomial expansion of 2 plus 3x to the power 4? Coefficient of the middle term. First we have to understand how to figure out the middle term is. Let's see some example. S plus y to the power 3. How many terms are here? I am not writing term. There are 4 terms. What is a middle term? There are 2 middle terms here. If they ask a middle term, we have to figure out these 2. If the exponent is 4, there are 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle term is this one. If the exponent is n, here also there is a way to figure out the middle term. The middle term is actually this one, n plus 1 divided by 2nth term. If n is even number, if n is even, for example in this case, n is even, this should be like this, n over 2 plus 1, n over 2 plus 1 term. If n is even, here n is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 means 3, that means third term. If n is equal to 10, what is the middle term? 10 divided by 2, 5, 6 term. When n is large number, you have to figure out using this expression. But if n is odd number, that is something else. You can count this. But if it is a less number like this, by drawing this you can understand which term is the middle term. Okay. In this particular example, we can write middle term. Middle term is, what is that? That means middle term is third term. What is the symbol for middle term? Symbol for middle term is actually term number 3. T3. Okay? This is the middle term. Now we have to write expression to figure out T3. That is one thing. Let's do this. Now from the theory, I explained that for this particular expansion, s plus y to the power n, for this expansion, k plus 1 term is denoted by this symbol, term k plus 1 term, which is given by nck x n minus k y to the power of k. Okay. By looking this formula, by looking this expression, first of all, let's write tk plus 1 for this expansion, for this tk plus 1. What is n? N is equal to 4. P.Eng K. What is X? X represents this first term. You have to be careful. X is the first term, not this one, okay? This first term. 2 to the power of n minus k, that means O minus k. You can write like that. If you want, you can put a bracket. Y to the power of k. What is y? Second term. Y is the second term including the psi. If you see minus sign here, second term should be minus 3s. But here, the y represents plus 3s. Put the bracket plus 3x to the power. What is the power of y? This one, this subscript k. Okay, let's simplify this. P.Eng K, use the mathematics. 2 to the power of O minus k. You can expand this. When there is a product, the exponent of the product is, okay, product of exponent. 3k times sk. Now we are looking for middle term. The midterm, okay, middle term is, what is that? T3. Let's put here the middle term. T3 is equal to, when it is T3, if this represents 3, k plus 1 is equal to 3. K should be equal to 2. N is equal to 4. Otherwise, just put here. If this represents 3, k plus 1 is equal to 3, k is equal to 2. Remember this one, okay? That means we are looking for P.Eng 2 to the power of O minus k, O minus 2, 3 to the power of 2, s to the power of 2. Now what's the question asked? What is the coefficient of middle term? This is a middle term, that is T3. Coefficient means all the number except this term. This is a coefficient. Okay, we are looking for this value. Now we have to simplify this. 2 to the power 2, 3, 2. Let's simplify this, okay? This is answer, but answer is not given like this. We have to simplify this to see the exact answer. That means midterm coefficient T3 equal coefficient, okay? We can write this one. Coefficient of T3, that is a midterm, equal P.Eng 2 to the power of 2, let's simplify. 2 to the power of 2, O. 3 to the power of 2, 9. Now let's simplify P.Eng 2. Factorial P upon factorial 2, O minus 2. Okay, I apply this formula. Factorial n upon factorial r n minus r. Times is still multiplied by 4 times 9, 36. Let's simplify this. Factorial P3. Okay, I have explained some number of times this. Once you reach this bottom number, you have to stop and introduce factorial sign. P3 factorial 2, factorial 2. This is also factorial 2 times 36. Okay, let's try to conclude the answer. This is cancelled. Factorial 2 is 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 6, 6 times 36. That is 216. The answer is 216. Yes, there is optional answer like this. Answer number D. Answer number D. Don't worry, there are similar questions in the next numbers. You will be able to understand this again, okay? Actually, unlike in our previous section, like transformation, logarithm, polynomial, so many diagrams I know. No, we like those things. I don't say we don't have to reject this. But in those questions, explanation is very slow as we need to draw the diagrams again. But in the permutation, combination and binomial, there are no diagrams in the questions. Just read the question and apply the concept. Okay, that is why we are moving faster here. Otherwise, I am not doing faster. I believe that. Okay. Question 7. What is the value of the constant term? Yes, what is the value of the constant term in the expansion? No? What is the value of constant term? Constant term. That means term which does not contain variable, does not contain variables, variable x. This is a constant term. Sometimes this is called independent term. But in this example, the variable is x. We have to figure out the term which does not contain, which does not appear the variable x. What is that? Actually, power of the x should be 0. If the power of x should be 0, that means there is no more x appear. Okay, we can understand that further once we do the question. What's this? Let's write the general term, k plus 1 term. Let's write the general term first, k plus 1 term. Okay, let's keep applying the formula. NCK x n minus k yk. This is a general term for the expansion s plus y to the power n. Now let's identify corresponding component. S represent this thing. This is x. Y represent this one, including this sign. Here sign is positive, that doesn't matter. Now let's apply these two components instead of x and y here. But n is also 10. At the same time, we can include the value of 10 also, value of n also. 10 ck root x, square root x to the power 10 minus k. This one 1 upon 3s square to the power k. Okay, now let's simplify this. Okay, I try to simplify this quickest as possible. What is this? S to the power of half. That means from the index rule, we have to multiply this half by this one. That means we have to divide this by 2. That means s to the power of, when you divide this by 2, that is like this. 5 minus k by 2. Here you have 1 over 3 to the power k. That means 3 to the power of minus k. S to the power minus 2 times k. S to the power minus 2k. Let's simplify this further. Equal 10 ck power of x. That means there are two terms with the same base. There are two powers of the same base. Let's add the exponent. This and this. When you add this, you are getting 5 minus 5k upon 2. 3 minus k. Okay. This is a general term. Now we simplify general term as much as possible. Okay, let's write this again. Tk plus 1 is equal 10 ck x 5 minus 5k upon 2 3 minus k. Okay, now what is the case? If this is constant term, the value of x term should be equal to 1. That means this exponent should be equal to 0. Because we know that always something to the power 0 is equal to 1. S to the power 0 is equal to 1. There may be any other component, doesn't matter. Any complex term to the power 0 is 1. In order not to be visible S term, this exponent should be equal to 0. That means for constant term, I am not writing this as a multiple choice question, 0. So let's simplify this. 5 equal 5k upon 2. Let's multiply both sides by 2 and simplify. That means you are getting k is equal to 2. Now let's compute the coefficient. Okay. Now what's the coefficient? Coefficient of constant term. No, they are asking what is a constant term. That means including x. No, x is not there. If we say a coefficient also, coefficient and term should be same. If for the constant term, the term and coefficient are same because there is no more s term. Okay, that means term, constant term equal to, that means we have to write everything by putting k value, okay, k value. Put k equal to, because we found that k equal to for the constant term. Now let's apply k equal to here. 10c2, no more x term appear, 3 to the power minus 2. Let's simplify this 10c2. Factorial 10 upon factorial 2, 10 minus 2, 8. 1 upon 3 square. Let's simplify this. If you are comfortable to get this directly from the calculator, doesn't matter, but you may have work after that. I don't have objection for that. But I am explaining like this for now. This is 10 times 9 times factorial 8 upon factorial 2 factorial 8 1 upon 9. Now what's this? This is cancelled. Factorial 10 upon factorial 2, 5. 5 times 9, that is, what is that? This mean? We put k equal to 10, 9, 8. Factorial 2 factorial 8. This is 1 upon 9. Now what happened here? Yes, 9 is cancelled. 2, 10 upon 2 is 5. Yes, the answer is 5. Answer is 5. That means answer is A. Answer is option A.